We must be part of a smart and entrepreneurial agricultural revolution for Africa and, in fact, for the developing world. We can lead it from here, and we have to lead it from here.
Unless you unlock the larger market, the small farmers will not have a feeder market.
Africa is the only continent where we see more than 60% of our population is young.
Contudo, a questão que se coloca não é a grandeza das potencialidades agrícolas dos nossos países, mas a forma como estas podem ser efetivamente transformadas em recursos ao serviço do crescimento econômico, social e do progresso dos nossos povos. Este é o desafio que nos junta nesta mesa redonda.
The starting point for our government is to show political commitment. That commitment can be shown in two ways. First is to make sure we make significant investments in our government budget to support agriculture, food security, agribusiness. And for that, I think we need to have also a new vision. This new vision should be directed toward modernizing agriculture to provide a more competitive environment for growth, but also for supporting agriculture as a business.
We believe solutions to regional integration, access to finance, and policy, evidence-based policy in the region will allow for the region to grow and grow better and help feed itself and remove itself from dependencies on food aid.
The role of agriculture has to be looking at not only food security, but food and nutrition security. But not only food security so much as food sovereignty. Understanding the market is important. That brings in the knowledge. That brings in knowledge centers. That brings in agriculture universities. What are we prepared to do to have centers of excellence for the agriculture of the 21st century? The land grant system I would want to put on the table is an opportunity for a business from the United States, with business in Africa, with governments, with farmers and farmers' organizations to set up a land grant system linked to centers of knowledge, centers of excellence for agriculture transformation.
We believe at MCC that there are clear roles for public funds and clear roles for private funds. When we decide to invest in agribusiness or food security in a particular country, we will build things such as farm-to-market roads, large-scale irrigation projects, ports, dry ports. We will also work with our country partners on policy reforms.
Who are the consumers? The consumers are mostly the diaspora. So for that, I always say, yes, we cross-border, but we do not cross-culture. So for that reason, in order to bring African products robustly to the international market, I would say meeting standard is the #1 issue that we're facing. Because, for example, we eat injera, let's say, but with injera, we grew up eating injera. Does it meet the international taste? Not. So we have to do some research and development. And the other thing is also transportation cost. Transportation cost is also a major hurdle when you try to export to the international market.
The one I'm more excited about is actually more when donors have the appetite to put upfront capital to accelerate businesses. We finance smallholder farmers to produce more and better products around certain value chains. But the way we do this is we go and talk to the big multinationals so we can create platforms so they can buy from them directly. This is a very sustainable model.
When we're talking about innovative startups, we need to approach things differently. The university system has to be mobilized. So my sense is that this is the agribusiness challenge of today. And I don't see enough, if I may say so, engagement on this agenda by the traditional donors, nor by some of our foundations that really should, I think, be taking this on as an imperative to make agriculture cool and smart.
In 2012, African government decided to create the African Risk Capacity to help government plan, manage, and finance disaster risks, starting with drought, followed by flood and cyclones. We have already started. And we also would like really to see national insurance companies and governments to work together in order to make this something sustainable and viable.